new fresh game in the horizon as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Keen to see that new fresh game. Absolutely here. But we are going to be into round number 1 now. C9 on CT, FORZE on T, and already C9 start off strong, finding 3 kills, just completely decimating this map. I feel like we barely got to...
Going to snack on those pistols, to bring out those MP9s to be ready to go. And that's 3 pistol wins now for the side of C9.
Round, you can see the odds on your screen as well. So definitely get involved with that one if that is to your liking there. Looks like Crad now going to be taking point towards Banana. Good shots towards NaVi. Does manage to find the opener. Looking for more. They've only got Hobbit towards that B site now. At least having Shiro rotate through can be a decent amount of support. Hobbit good to flash themselves back just to fall towards that Coffin's angle too. Going to have a bit more of a safety net there, as it looks like the T's now look to go for that full take towards the B site.
With that full take towards B, the pressure surmounts. 2 players caught out, all left to Hobbit, completely shut down. And now these 2 players left for Cloud9 to save. It's a beautiful opening to start off this T half. Be able to win out all those individual duels and Banana, freely break through. Doesn't give much into the FORZE playbook about what they'll be going for on the side of Inferno. So hopefully the research will be done as they try to cover their way through.
See if they can manage it here, as it is just going to be a case of the CT side looking to latibulate here. They've conceded the round and will be looking to keep their weapons coming forward into round number 4 instead. So good scenario for C9 there, obviously losing out the majority of their players into the early stages. NaVi being the opener there, and following suit was the map, at least for the time being.
With them shut out for the time being, it's going to give them a chance to set up. It's good initial control of the car. NaVi playing very bold, trying to play ahead of the smoke, able to get through those flashbangs, and the follow-up is perfect. Able to separate that individual duel, leave Jerry completely blind, and cut out this car position. But you can see on the other side of the map, FORZE are still creeping through, getting a bit of control, trading a bit of damage through those smokes. Able to throw C9, forcing them to burn that utility, but with a man down, C9 can easily have 2 split on the sites apiece, and Hobbit ready to do that quick rotation to that B site. The second contact is shown, which will be momentarily. Perfect pop flash to get the first on NaVi, and now the full B contact play goes through. A little bit of a traditional lazy smoke play being thrown, and Hobbit doesn't have the mag to freely spray through that smoke. But of course, Shiro can freely hide towards his quad position as that bomb starts getting planted down to trade. Result, it's a beautiful flick, and they're left in a 2v2 somehow. It's a bit of a miracle that they still have a chance, but that smoke fades, and now Shalfie has it all to do. Low HP, beautiful headshot on the first. He has the info of the second now, has to land the headshot, unable to connect. Beautiful clutch from Axile to get C9 in the third.
Yeah, good for them to be able to clutch things out there for their team. Obviously just scurrying around to figure things out, but they will be able to go for the defuse in the end, as they do have the kit before them. We'll be able to close that out. Good to see the replays of how that round played out now as well. Like that great opening there from NaVi, playing off the flash there. Good trade coming out as well. Shiro able to do a bit of work for their team. Just good trades all the way through, you know, keeping it relatively close, but Axile was the one crucial factor that did. Going to be another round before us now, heading into number 5. FORZE still have a decent economy, and they do have an opening kill as Zort pulls through again with the AWP.
That AWP able to get that early advantage. That's going to help them out. The IGL cut down of Cloud9. On the bright side, he can now look through his players, make a call, and you can see they're just going to take an educated gamble knowing they don't have the time to rotate everyone towards B, have to hope FORZE outplay themselves and decide to go elsewhere. But you can see FORZE are just ready to continuously exploit this B site. Start to have a little bit of a rotation of curiosity from Shiro, but likely setting up just to get a pick or two, try to chip down that CT economy before he gets the way out.
We'll see if they can manage to get their way through now as the T's pace their way forward towards the B site. Control being conceded there by Shiro, looking to just leave them that path forward. Maybe work with their teammates on something else here. The T's do have one lurker as well in Shelfie, just hiding around the A apartments here. They might be able to find an angle on these CTs because it looks like they're not even going to give an attempt towards a B retake here. It really plays into what you were saying at the beginning of the broadcast, right? Where we're heading into that save meta now. Rather than going for certain things, you know, it's stronger in most cases to just go for the save.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. There's a bit of a catch-22 with it, because on one hand, you have the saving pistols, but again, if we go back, rewind to the old economy,
now even dedicating some further forces to middle control and leaving Crad just tucked away outside of the sandbags there. Shiro has an inkling of Crad's position. That could be a bit dangerous. They've got no util to get out of there either. Good flash though. Crad takes advantage. Nafany going to go down and Crad escapes. So fantastic outcome for FORZE there. They find the opening kill. They might even be looking to go for a B split here. Like Jerry, yep, there we go. They're starting to make movements towards Arch. Maybe can go up Speedway around the world there. Shiro could be the stopping factor though. Goodbye, Jerry. Now Shiro going to be falling back towards B. Smoke comes out though. The T's are already prepared. They've still got another, but no, they don't. Shelfie goes down to Hobbit. So good for the CTs to take the man advantage. And now they're on for a retake towards B.
Yeah, and they'll be able to at least have the man advantage. It'd be wild to see them saving this one as they go for the opening. Beautiful trade setup, but not able to find anything after. Sortie only with the one. And now Result understands that he's being put under pressure. Surrounded, able to find the double, but Axile quick enough to find the trade. Result almost the 1v3. He's putting under the pressure, and sure, he doesn't find the success, but he's finding a lot more of it. And that kit will be enough. They will safely get that defuse in. Got scared a little bit for a second, but it'll be okay. A good retake from C9. But of course, with just one player surviving, this money is going to be left drastically low. The pressure just not working out. That key kill from Hobbit to allow these rotations to safely go through. It's a nice trade from Sort, but on the re-swing and the repeat, Hobbit able to save the day.
Corner there for the T's. Just trying to see if anyone's going to be playing that close angle. Well, the rest play bracket control now. Looking to find some bounty towards the A side here. They don't realize Hobbit's position at the moment, though. Just going to be tucked away in the little cubby there. Might actually find someone if they get a little bit too close here. Result, though, ready for the angle and does manage to shut down Hobbit. Good trade back on both sides. Result, good turn. Giro able to find Result, though. And Zort will go down as well. So, unfortunately, their efforts all being for naught, it would seem. But at least Crad still alive and now into the 1v2.
Aware of the fact that Buster will be set up aggressively on this angle, perfectly crouching around it. He does have 40 seconds to work with. He needs to be very careful not to give a single sound cue away. And look at this proactive position from Shiro. This is not the same C9 we've seen in the past couple of days. This is a C9 willing to go aggressive and takes risks to catch out every single individual player. I love what I'm seeing from C9. This is a completely different team than what we've seen the past couple of days.
Yeah, it really feels like they're finding themselves, and FORZE really need to find some kind of a response here, because otherwise we could see a similar C9 to what we saw on that second half and towards the later stages of that first half of Mirage. And that is not where you want to be if you are on a FORZE at the moment. But FORZE going to be able to take point on the round, finding the opening kill there. Good for Result. Will be trying to see if they can slither their way through towards the A site, perhaps. Already got a couple in the apartments. Good nade to come out, try and get some damage back here for the CTs, but T's they've got their eyes on the prize on that A site. They're looking to take brackets control, maybe even some apartments control. And if they do, all they have to deal with is Axile. This can definitely be easy pickings for them. They might lose 1 or 2 players, maybe, but this could be favorable here.
A bit of an educated guess with the previous responses made and result. Once again, having to go for these duels individually, FORZE putting a little bit too much pressure towards them at times, it feels like. They have been able to essentially clear out and get control of this A site, but these amazing shots from C9 continuously deny them, and we see a little bit of a mix-up. FORZE going for the late round split, going towards this B bomb site instead, last second. And with that time running so low, they have to rely on Krad to find an important pick, able to catch Shiro off, cut off these rotations to allow them to get this bomb down. It's a good play towards the last second, and it seems like FORZE are willing to play C9 at their own style of game here.
Yeah, we'll see if they can beat them at their own game. Yeah, not finding that angle, not thinking about that, and Krad will definitely be happy with that one, won't they?
Yeah, and now Axile. He left mostly on the save. He's going to try to hunt for an exit or two, maybe an AK, understanding the value of that one shot, but no one's going to walk towards his direction. Still be able to get the AK regardless, which is really the important detail. We're going to wait till just the last second, able to really optimize how much time he spent holding that angle safely. And this was a round that I felt like everything was going to fall apart, losing 2 players on this A site to a single...
But Axile's holding, prepared for the T's to peek around at a moment's notice. Looks like there is going to be some util to come through. T's now bursting out Diggity. You have Buster to try and hold them off here. Axile taking point. Trade onto Buster, though. Axile not going to be able to back it up. Result will be good for it. Hobbit, though. Ooh, his steps in the apartment. They might not realize he's so close here. This could be a dangerous angle for Hobbit. They might not anticipate such a quick push back from Hobbit from balcony there. We've got teammates nearby, though. Ooh, good spot towards Graveyard, perhaps. Hobbit ready. Knows one's close by. Good shots to open it up there. Looking for a second. Not going to be able to find it. Result going to be able to trade it back twofold. Now looking to be on Shiro. I think Shiro at this stage may just look to stop. Try and go for a save here. Considering the state of their economy, I think this round is going to be over and out for C9 now. So FORZE, great job to pressure their way onto the site, and definitely looking good for them going forward into the rest of the half as well.
You can see this is exactly why I was commenting towards the issues. The fact that they were leaving Result a bit doomed in most situations, because when you let him set up to succeed, he can just have these rounds where he individually gets you a double opening. He's got a full leaning towards this apartments play instead. But you can see the instincts carefully getting through that dink, the information that one of these players are on USP. They're going to be able to reset, go back. They understand that these players aren't really split, that they're going to be trying to save a weapon somewhere. Oh, a little bit of contact. So it should get to the B site. Should be a safe round secured with 46 seconds left. So they throw in this good execute and really start tying up the scoreline.
We'll see if they can manage. Buster does find a kill back. Shiro getting very close with that AWP now. Just trying to find another kill for their team, perhaps. Still holding a decent distance from CT spawn, though. May just be looking to keep it safe. Treasured away for rounds to come. They do have NaVi at least, which, you know, maybe could try and go for some exit kills here, perhaps. Maybe just support Shiro, just in case they need to get the heck out of there at a moment's notice. But ultimately, just going to be holding both the respective angles at the moment. NaVi towards Library and Archway, just in case someone tries to slip through the cracks. And Shiro could be holding towards that exit through construction towards CT spawn. T's not going to be opting for either approach, though. We'll just be looking to exit through Nana all the way through to mid there. So, safe outcome for both teams, and Shiro definitely going to be satisfied to save out the AWP. But we see, obviously, some of the kills through the round as to how the T's took control of it.
Amazing success at the moment, despite the high pressure he's been put into every time. The fact that he's 12-7 with this situation, that he's usually going for the openings to begin with, is absolutely insane. Usually you have to go for those late round clutches. That's a little bit awkward. Banana control taken. Jerry still a bit quiet, unable to find more than the first, but a good timing to catch Hobbit trying to switch weapons, getting rid of that FAMAS for the AK. And Shiro at low HP will take would be a shot through that half wall directly onto his position. He wisely decides to back away, knowing there could be a contact play on him at any second. You can see they're ready to go back to hitting towards this B bomb site. A lot better success than early on at the beginning of this half. Even the 6 rounds might be enough to work with, but you certainly want to get a lot more. Beautiful timing on that smoke. 40 seconds left. And FORZE are going to call the bluff. They're going to set up to completely disrespect this, to flash on through, and Shiro's waiting for the timing to swing through. Beautiful opening on the first to anchor this bomb site. We'll have to surrender the plant, but at least the 4v3 retake.
Let's see if they can manage it now. Bomb goes down. CTs still got a flash and a smoke to play with, but they don't have a buster to play with, nor an Anthony, as they will go down in a quick succession there, leaving it now down to a 2-on-3 situation. A lot less favorable for Cloud9 here, and it looks like Axel might just be looking to save it out completely here. Or maybe not. They got a smoke down. You know, maybe baiting things out for Shiro here. Tease. Looking to creep away, though. Could see a defusal if the timing's right. Maybe not. Ooh, they baited the sound, though. But, alas, it will be round done and dusted. So, Shiro trying to keep them there. Maybe get some of them to go down with the bomb. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them, though. We will see some of the replays from the round as well. Good, a couple of opening kills there coming through. Really decent approach from both teams.
Same way C9 was on the first. Good to see them not make even the potential same mistake as the previous on Mirage. Such a creative play to understand the timing, and such a creative play to go so aggressively wide swinging out second mid. Axile with a double, and this round is quite possibly already done, as Buster still has the mid control. There's no way for them to safely get this bomb across. You can see they're throwing a flashbang to help support their teammate to get at least some information towards Banana. But C9 with just this high level of map control. You can see Crad all the way down at 17 HP. He's stuck surrounded. 4 players focused towards his direction, which does give a little bit of an opening in theory on A. Be up to Buster to land this shot with the FAMAS. And with his position exposed, Crad taken down. An important shot for Zort, and it's a rare double miss. Of course, Jerry's coming in to try to rotate to help, and I'm sure that Buster will be aware of this, but unable to connect any damage, but that's okay. They know the bomb's on Zort. They do find and take him down and fully surround it. It's a beautiful round from C9 to get 7.
Yeah, really great change up of the pacing there. Like, especially this opening, just going wide towards second mid, being able to tear through those opening kills, and then being able to back it up, even cut them off.
We'll get a good bit of arch control, and with that information, it's going to be Hobbit put under pressure. Axile on point every single time the second contact's given, able to find the first, and that's another double for him now. Trying to lurk through the smoke. Shelfie hoping to find the timing. Somehow able to win that duel, even though it significantly favored Buster. Exile is brought down to 43, but with all this damage done, they'll have to use the 2 players. The flashbang's easily read by Axile, and now Zort has a 1v3 in his hands, unable to land the flick under the pressure. And C9 setting up to secure 9.
9 for C9, definitely looking good there, as they do manage to find themselves back, taking round number 8 in their favor. With that, that will be strung together by, though. It could go any which way here. Jerry and co going to be rushing it up, though. Jerry taking point there. Shelfie does find the opening on the Hobbit. Still going to be hiding in the smoke as well. No, the CT so close. Now they do say goodbye to NaVi and perhaps maybe even Shiro. They try and dedicate more utility forward. Luckily, Buster's around the corner, but Shiro has nothing to say. Will go down quickly. Buster at least finding one back with the nade there. Looking for more. Ooh, taking a lot of punishment with that suppressive fire. Leaving us down to the 2 versus 4 now.
I'm not entirely convinced they're out of this yet because the low HP, Axile's able to find the first, and he's going to be ready to find plenty more. A double for Axile in this round. He's going nuclear to keep C9 in this game, to get them the lead and steal away so much from FORZE. It's been such an insane performance. 14 seconds left for them to go for this retake, though, and they're like saving for the final rounds. This is a little bit of an odd play just at the very end, so Krad will be able to safely secure it even if he gets taken on down. Axile maybe just playing for the stats, not expecting them to break through. Getting a 4K, up now 20-3 in these first 15 rounds. Or 20-4, rather.
Kia, as C9 look to push up Nana.
And with the push-up banana, it's worth noting that statistically on average, for both of these teams, this is their weaker half. And we're still waiting for FORZE to be able to convert a pistol in their favor. This could falter any second. Still left a 4v3, at least a bit of a man advantage, a little bit of map control. As we have a 3-0 lead in terms of pistols on the side of C9. Not something FORZE can let them get away with so consistently. And fortunately enough, Shiro will accidentally line up NaVi as he takes down Krad. But now with Hobbit taking out the flank of Result, this A site's left open for business, especially with Hobbit so aggressive towards this arch position. He has the information, can clear this round, just hearing this rotating player of Zort freely waiting. This is all up to Hobbit with this level of information. That should be able to freely secure the round. There's no reason for him to clear this. A small chance, but Hobbit still takes it away. Even pre-firing with the USP towards Jerry's position as he runs around the corner just in case. It's good damage. And with that bomb plant in the open, of course with the current CT meta, there's no defuse kits in play. There's no smoke even for them to work with. This is a guaranteed C9 round as they go 4-0 up in the pistols. And this is where it becomes a bit of a problem because sure, FORZE have a fair shot in this series. But I don't think any team's going to be able to take out a top dog like C9 if they lose every single pistol.
Yeah, it really proves difficult for them, doesn't it? Because C9 have remained really consistent in taking those pistol rounds. Every single one of
the information, I can't expect these two weapons of just some mere pistols to be able to keep things intact. And sure, they'll be able to save a couple of them. It's a nice little HE to stall at least a little bit, but they're going to get the plant. They're going to get the bomb down. They're going to be just as unlikely to convert the next round. And with that being the case, we have Cloud9 cooking up to have 11-7 before FORZE have their first real full buy to compete. And this is the cost of losing the pistols so consistently. I have to wonder what the play is from FORZE because it's going to be a complete comeback at this point.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to be satisfied with that as well. Being able to bring themselves back here. We'll see how FORZE do shape up their approach into the next round, though. Obviously saving out the armor as well as the pistols and the scouts. A bit of breathing room while they try and take control towards Anana here. But there's a lot of CTs laying in wait towards that site. The Ts are going to have a nasty awakening if they do peek into that angle.
Yeah, and it's been such a great job from C9. This is a completely different team than the last couple of days. This is the C9 that we saw get to the finals of Pro League. Going to have that same level of downplay and completely 2-0ing FORZE would be a beautiful way to do that. But Result has something to say. Using that CZ, able to find an opening. but the bodies of his teammates are starting to fall down with these little gaps through the smoke. Hobbit's able to play around, get some picks. They even dare to spam the smoke a little bit. There has to be just mere bullets left in these CZs. They can't have that much to spare. No way to pick up any of the reserve weapons. And just really hoping to spam through. You can see, I think Result's just completely out of ammo. I mean, Sort can try to go for this with the scout. There's no reason to save, of course, but he's going to easily be shut down. Axile's having such an amazing game, and everyone's hitting on point for the C9 roster. Well, FORZE, their holes in their defense are starting to get shown and called out. C9 did not come to screw around and make the same mistakes they did previously. Holding up to the pressure and the practice needed.
Yeah, definitely really showing the vulnerabilities on full display there, and eager to see how things go down. Seeing, obviously, the replay in the round. Poor chicken. Going to be turned into tenders there at the start. Interesting play to come through, but we do see some of the kills actually put on display as well. Good stuff from the T's. Might be the confidence booster they need. Zort holding steady on the broken wall. Does see Axile fall. Grand start for them, but they take a bit of damage back in consequence. Good counter nade coming out from C9 there, just to try and give them a bit of punishment for taking away their teammate.
And with that, it's a nice early man advantage. They're playing around it, getting the information, able to start really isolating these players. And this is debatably must win. They need to be able to have a nice streak early, help compensate for the fact that they've lost every single one of these pistols. It's the only way for them to be able to properly recover, and they need to do it in a pretty clean fashion too. Setting up for the good old flashbang, trying to pop flash their way through. I doubt it's going to be an anti-flash play. Sort does find the flick on the first, but he's been having a bit of a rough showing on the second map. And NaVi with the doubles left this to be a 3-on-3. That bomb will be able to safely go down, and with that pressure, it's enough. FORZE are going to go on the save to try to have a cleaner success in the next round. So it takes Cloud9 4 away from an amazing 2-0 demolishing of FORZE.
Yeah, they've really brought the bulldozers through in this one, haven't they? Definitely eager to see the direction of the series heading forward, because FORZE, you know, they came into the buy round. They were hoping that it would be rejuvenating for them, but C9 are able to continue to crash on ahead, take round after round here. And it will be number 12 going in their favor now as they further solidify their lead. 4 more rounds is all they need in order to take away this series as a whole. FORZE definitely have their work cut out for them.
Bit of a rough day for the side of the FORZE camp. See, they're going for a bit of a good old boost. It works perfectly to get that opening. Really trying to set up Result for better success than previous. Krad, a little bit of an adventurous re-peek, and that M4 is going to be naded away from them. Really should have been. But Jerry will still be able to find it and pick it back up. Now left at 4v4. And the interest of going through second mid, a lot of pressure will be put on Result, but the B-Lurk being shut down with that beautiful dunk of Shalfie. Fair chance, but if Result doesn't find at least one here, this retake will be forfeited. Beautiful first to at least get a double. This will be a retake situation as C9 don't know who else is left towards this A site. Will allow time for the rotations and to set up a chance.
See if they are going to be able to set up the chance and be able to make it go in their favor here. C9 will be looking to activate on to the A site now. Do have 3 CTs to worry about around the corner. CTs have got a couple of smokes they can play with here. Jerry, good angle on the balcony. Might be able to stop them just as they try for the plant here. Smoke does come out towards Diggity, though, as well as looking to press up on the other side of things. Shiro, good angle, spots one on the hay bales there, and another one. Nafany able to support them. They know where Jerry's playing from as well. It's all come unraveled now for FORZE as Cloud9 decipher this counter attack and will be able to strike back, taking round number 13 with sheer confidence.
This is the nightmare situation. Everything set up for success. The result, reliably performing, but failing to get them to anchor and clutch through. And this is a completely different C9. They want that cash and they can smell it. And they're not slowing down anytime soon. FORZE desperately going aggressive, trying to find more success. But all it does is leave them with a trade. Still left behind a bit of map control to be optimistic about, but nothing more to their name. And a full 6 rounds down against C9.
It's a tough spot they've been placed in, but it isn't impossible. They still have a path forward which they may be able to take. It's just going to be a lot of work if they do want to try and even things up here, but C9, they are looking unstoppable at the moment. Managing to take round for round and only 3 rounds away from what could be a win in this series here, and a win for first place in this fantastic tournament. Still, 45 seconds to go in this round. C9 looking to take point towards the A side. Zort watching the angle though, ready for the swing, and does manage to go hook, line, and sinker. Taking away the opening kill there. Good smoke from Buster as they try and maybe cause distraction towards the A side while they look to run it back towards B instead. Considering they know where Zort's playing from, I can understand going for B instead, you know. Maybe there isn't an AWP on that one. Do just have Shalfie to worry about, who's already tagged up. One lucky HE or Molly. That could be good by Shalfie. Oh, there it is. That is great if it actually hits them. I don't think it's actually got them.
It didn't spread correctly. But good awareness just in case to ensure that the position is cleared out. Now 2v2, a retake. A rare miss from Shiro. Will give FORZE a chance to step back into this, but still, all it takes is one lovely op shot, and everything's changed. I believe Sort is scoped in towards this angle. 20 seconds left, time's ticking. They have to aggress forward, and you can see they're just beautifully waiting for this beautiful shot from Buster on the first, and now Sort's left in an impossible situation. We'll be able to find one with the USP, but no way to flick and get an efficient trade against Shiro, as C9 looks to stomp FORZE out of their map pick of Inferno without a single round taken on this CT side. This balcony smoked. Hobbit really hoping someone reveals a shoulder. Get some damage in. Creep up all 5 players dedicated towards A. They have reclaimed the banana control. FORZE understand exactly where this hit is going to lie. All they need to do is connect the necessary frag. Sort with the first. They try to bust on through, finding more default on the site. Result with the second. Shalfie to follow. And it seems like they might have found their second chance, but not if Buster and Axile have something to say about it. 2v2, 17 seconds left, and it's going to be a retake as this bomb goes down next to coldzera. All left to do on Shalfie and Jerry.
See if they can manage it. Good angle taken by Axile. Complete decapitation there. AWP in hand as well. Trades it back to the rifle, thinking, no, I think better of that. And it looks like Shalfie just going to get the heck out of there. Look to save things out. Looks like they're going to try and go for an overtime run here in the FORZE camp. Series of unfortunate events has led up to this moment. And it will be Cloud9 taking series point here in this best of 3 series. Great stuff for them, being able to push all the way to 15, and all they need is one more to take first place.
There's a desire to work on consistency for both these rosters. have all that success. BetBoom.com, banner down below. C9 are looking to close it. FORZE unable to convert a single CT round. This is not an easy side to find success with, but it is required. 8 in a row to find OT. This is a Cloud9 that's been fed up with their previous mistakes.
Oh, they're completely over it. They're charged up and angry at the moment. And that anger has come through on the opening kill onto Jerry and Zord. Good trade back from Shalfie with the HE there. Now the T's look to take points straight towards the A side here. Bomb's still going to be down though. Buster does manage to find the kill onto Resolve though. And it will be 2 versus 4 now for Shalfie and Crad. Just Crad though. Shalfie does get spotted through towards Library there. So it's going to be the absolute worst case scenario for FORZE now. Crad, one player with many dreams, no utility. It is going to be a tough situation indeed. Crad just going to be hiding away at the archway now, tiptoeing forward, trying to figure out some way to make it all better. Make this go away, but it will go away.